Hi everyone,
What's
it's
wrong?
the 2-Minute Terminator. I'm Ethan McKinley, your host.
I'm Ellie Fitzgerald, your also other host.
And this is the show where we break down the Terminator films 2 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
We are going from the 26 to the 28-minute mark, the 2 minutes bridging that gap.
What happens at the beginning and what happens at the end?
It starts with I've turned into the count from Sesame Street. It goes from Schwarzenegger saying the words yes after lying to Kate Brewster, and it ends with the TX of the Terminatrix's magical hand of justice.
Hands. Fist of Fury.
Magical hand of robot justice.
I like that. I think that's what you should call it.
Okay, I will. I will. Hit the music and shut up.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay.
What's this music from, Ethan?
This is Power Station, We Fight for Love as our background music for the show. It's from Commando, the 1985 Arnold Schwarzenegger action film.
I have to say, this is one of my favourite tracks that we've played.
I'm glad it's put you into this low energy state.
Fuck you, I'm in a well good state. I've eaten a packet of Chewits.
Well, we can't get Luke to work on this bloody
We
thing
can't.
now,
It's
but
doing my head
we're going to
in.
keep muddling through, basically.
What I think we should do is just watch little bits at a time and then discuss those little bits. So
Okay.
Kate's been thrust into the back of a pet
Ellie said thrust. Go on.
van,
What is wrong with us?
like an animal. I know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Dyslexia and Asperger's. Right,
My
before
thing
we
is
get
dirty
started,
stop
you
out
know
and
what?
having
We've
spina
overlooked
bifida.
two things this week. We've reached out to the universe and we got letters. We've got
We've
letters,
got
haven't
mailbag.
we?
I've
We've
got
got
mailbag
mailbag.
ready.
I believe we've got mailbag from listeners John Nichols and James Spaldner. Let's
We
not
got
kid
mailbag
ourselves.
from-
Our only fucking listeners.
I didn't realise we got any from.
Another epic tome
John.
written by the man himself. Hello,
Can I
James.
read
Happy
this?
New Year. Where have you been?
Okay, so Spalding writes in at 12:41. What time would that be in America?
In the day. Night time.
Yeah, but that's 12:41 in the afternoon.
We're like 7 or 8 hours ahead.
Oh wow, so it must have been early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm still here. No worries. I've just been off saving the world and whatnot. What does Spaldner do? Did we ever find out what he does?
No, we never asked.
We just all
As
we
long
know
as he
is he
does it in
lives
his
in a
t-shirt
secret
from this show.
location.
It's all good.
I wore that to the gym the other day actually.
Excelente.
Excellent day. I had to binge listen to everything, but now it's safe to say that I'm all caught up. Thank God for that.
I think he's lying.
Okay, down to business. I don't know. Look at the size of this mailbag. It's huge. It's almost as big as your mailbag. Okay, down to business. Let me
I
start off
write
by
in quite a lot
saying
to my own show.
this
So we
movie,
have listeners.
this
Well, looks like we
movie is the one that I've seen the least and have the least amount committed to memory.
That's
So-
where he's been then.
So if
He
I'm
doesn't like the movie.
so if I'm a little behind on anything, it's
Well,
because
you're in
I
for a
have
treat
to
ne-
remember
later
the
when we get
finer-
When we get to Salvation, you're in for a
the
treat.
finer details through what you are describing. I'll try and watch the movie again and get a bit of a refresher.
You don't have to.
Sorry, we haven't.
Well, you were familiar with Terminator 2. We didn't fucking talk about the fucking movie for the entire season.
We
pretty much.
did. We had so much going
It was
on.
either the growth on Ellie's neck or me losing my agent or my dad dying.
It's a conjoined fetus. Also, because you two were wondering, the rank structure. Yes, the rank structure of the U.S. Force generals are as follows. I love this guy. 1 star, Brigadier General. 2 star,
Who wants that?
Major General, Ground Control.
Major General.
It's a Major General.
Is that a bigger general than a general?
Yeah, he's Major.
He's a major general.
And 3 star is Lieutenant General.
Not Lieutenant Dan. How many stars is that?
Got new legs. Or Lieutenant, if you're speaking the Queen's English.
Or what?
Lieutenant. Is that
Lieutenant, no? Oh, lieutenant. And we say lieutenant. Yeah.
Luft-
Lieutenant, you idiot.
I thought maybe it was
Lieutenant.
German. Yeah, but it's the Queen's English. He says that because the Queen is German.
Oh.
See? I was reading it right. I got you, Spoldner.
No one this intelligent would wear our show T-shirt, would they? I don't believe it.
He's a smart guy.
Oh no, he is, but that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't. Someone with a
4
brain that big wouldn't
stars.
wear our shitty fucking show T-shirt.
4 stars are the tops of the top. They basically live like kings in their military and the most pampered divas around. Sounds like you, Ethan. I would put any top tier officer against Mariah Carey any day, and I bet you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. Which also brings me to the point you made about Kate knowing that John's gun was a fake because of having grown up with an officer father. I think it would be quite the opposite.
My father had a military background, so that's why I'm a slut.
I'm here for the military.
I'm here for Brad.
I'm here for Brad. Because she would have more than likely have grown up being an angry, rebellious spoiled brat and not like how Sarah brought up John. I agree. This brings me to the gun that John tries to use on Kate at the vet hospital. Yes, for the sake of the movie, it is a paintball gun. In real life, however, it's an airsoft gun, pellet gun, or BB gun. That's what I said. You said you thought it was a BB gun. And
Well,
I
it
said,
sounds
I
like a
reckon
tranquilizer gun. It's
pellet.
just like this little gas, it's like that, isn't it?
I know, but I think what it is in the real world and what it is in the fake movie world are two completely different things. So yeah, in real life it's an airsoft gun, so a pellet gun or BB gun that they made out to be a paintball gun for the story's sake. Okay, they do have paintball pistols, but they are bigger and look a lot closer to RoboCop's gun, and the air and paintballs loaded into the handle. Wow. There's literally nothing this guy don't
Why
know
would she
about.
have a paintball gun at a veterinarian clinic, though?
Well, he's obviously, I don't know, the consistency of these movies is just atrocious. I also want to talk about the TX licking the blood to verify if it was Kate or not. Oh, here we go. I thought it was a really cool idea. Get off my show! And I also agree that the nop, or whatever she said, was weird. The nop? Oh, nope. You forgot the E on the end of that, mate.
It's been blocking from the show. That's just,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
That's just rude.
Get it right.
And they have spell check on computers these days.
In his defence, though, all of my notes are fucked. I have to go through them like 40
No,
times.
but yours are spelled right.
Oh.
No, we love you, Spoldner. Nope, or whatever it was she said. I always thought it would be much better if she would have switched to her vision and we see her analysing DNA scans that would have been pre-programmed into her.
DA pre-programmed.
DNA have been scanned. Shut up. I would have been it would have been even cooler if her sight was much more advanced and a different colour.
Well, they have. You don't remember Spalding. She's got blue vision. Is that right? Have you read that right? She's got blue vision, the TX.
I thought she kind of just had normal vision.
No. Well, look, dude.
I can't read
The
mailbag.
artwork for last show is that, you see?
Oh yeah, but the writing's red.
Well, no, it's orange and red. Whenever she gets a primary target, it's an orange. When the person she's after is confirmed, the name is in red, like Jose Barrera.
Is it because they're trying to make this film a bit more kind of like multicultural and equal to everyone, and it's all the colours of the rainbow? You can have female Terminators and they see all
The
colours.
black, gay, Jewish, lesbian Terminator.
Yeah.
With a blog.
With a
With a, what is it? Social justice warrior blog. With the correct gender pronouns.
principal PC, Pussy Crusher. Come at me, bro. It would have been even cool if her sight was much more advanced and different colour. Like a darker purple or something with great contrast to show much more advanced how much more advanced her model was compared to the others. Ethan, you mentioned about life imitating art with John being a junkie in the movie and Eddie Furlonger being one in real life.
And claiming he was attacked by killer robots in the future, which only happened in a movie. Yes.
Well, it relates to Nick Stahl as well.
Oh.
He's a meth addict.
Ellie, you're fired. I'm getting spoiler on the show. Skyping him in.
And he's a meth addict, and that's probably why he hasn't done anything else after this.
Is he actually? Wow.
Dude, that's a fact. Attack.
Whoa.
I know, right? In fact, he was in other news over here not too long ago because he went missing for a while and was off the grid.
Wow.
He literally thought he was John Connor. But instead of hiding from Terminators, he was just strung out somewhere for weeks on end until someone found him and went into rehab. And finally, I really like how you've added background music and that Ellie is really trying to clean up the language. I never had a problem with it, but I get why you're doing it. So this one's for you, Ellie. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. And that is actually quoting... Who's it quoting?
Hugh Grant.
You bastard. It's Cartman from the South Park movie.
No,
Fuck, fuckity, fuck,
Hugh
fuck,
Grant.
fuck. It's not... It's Grant, anyway.
Fuck bugger. No, it's Grant.
Fuck bugger it. What? Say that again.
Fuck fuckity fuck fuck fuck.
No, you went fuck buggity.
Fuck fuck bugger bugger fuck fuck bugger buggety. Yeah.
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 Oh, and I like referring to the new show title as 2-tit-T, 3T, 2T. Because, you know, this Turner has had them and they're adjustable. Oh, we salute you, Spaldner.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I know it's a shitty movie. We're getting through it too. We're only doing it for you, you bastard.
I know. Did you say that John Nichols had written something in? I couldn't find anything.
It will be in the inbox of the show there.
Is it though?
Go into the actual 2-minute Terminator page, Eleanor.
I was in
there.
the 2-minute Terminator.
John
page.
sent a video.
Oh, it's a video.
Video.
Oh, what a video.
Yeah, man. Nick Stahl on meth. Wow. For a 90-day stint. This is this year as well. This is May 2015.
Oh my
Last
god.
year.
Look at the photo. Now there's some final pictures, man. Jesus.
Oh, Nick.
Oh my god, what videos has he been sending in?
No. Oh, let me check. Sorry, we're
Oh
stopping
wait,
the show now.
there's one of the videos that he sends in where the girls talk about how it's fine to have sex with dogs. Do you remember that one?
No.
I watched it with you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. No. No, sisters.
Nichols has sent in mailbag. We're cocking up the show here, don't we?
Not at all. I'm just trying to decipher what these videos are. I don't know if I should play them or not. But anyway.
Tell you what, Nichols,
we
resend it
digress.
because I can't find it amongst the videos. Oh well.
I don't know. So yeah,
It's
we
very nice
start
by them.
we start off seeing Brewster being hurled or thrust into at the back of the animal van.
Mm-hmm.
How every woman should be treated. Let's be honest. We all have
course,
that
of
fantasy
course.
of being thrown into a van and wondering if we're going to come out the same woman as we went in, or maybe twice the woman. Depends on the woman. Okay, so yeah, that happens, and then she's freaking out because she's just seen what she thinks is a woman get pinned against a wall between a car
You're just
And a-
describing what's happening in the scene
and
now.
a building.
Do you want
yeah.
some trivia, Ellie?
Yeah, but I was just kind of setting the scene.
Okay. Well, there's the thing that he bends. Taking note of how he bends the crowbar around the door because it switches from place to place. Trivia, schmivia.
Trivia, schmivia.
Low energy.
Keep reading.
Sorry, listeners. This is a patchy episode. I apologise. It's quite late, and I'm trying to give you a fire hose of information here.
A fire hose.
I mentioned in the last show that the Terminator lies for the first time. Kind of.
Why?
Well, I don't know, but it says here in the trivia section that I wrote.
There's no spelling.
When the Terminator promises to let Kate go, she tells him where John Connor is. And then he goes back on his word. In the novelization, he tells us he wasn't really lying. He would let Kate go, just not right then.
Oh, so
machine
it's
Alan
kind of
Dean
like he was
Foster wrote that
bending
up.
the truth.
Yeah, but I would have thought a machine would be able to break that protocol.
Can they lie?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? This is my conundrum in the last episode.
But I guess shape-shifting is a form of lying because you're pretending to be something you're not. No?
No, because yeah, it's infiltration, isn't it? I suppose, yeah, maybe. Could the Terminator lie? Yeah, of course he could. Shut up, Ethan.
Just scuppered that theorem. What else was I going to say? I think it's a bit ridiculous and unlikely as well that John would be able to kick his way out of that cage. It's bolted with a pretty substantial metal lock. If they can keep Bengal tigers in there, which you suggested might have been kept in there in the last...
great bloody Bengal tiger. I had to beat them to death with their own shoes. Nasty business, really.
Do you think the crack in his bottom was a tad... What was it?
Did you have the dream about the naked Indian? Did you think it was a tad unnecessary that you saw the crack in the Indian's bottom? I had the very same dream.
I had the very same dream. Oh, good times.
Well, it says here Arnold's character basically the difference between the differences in the T800 series. It says the T850, which is the model that Arnold is playing in this movie, the T850 is very similar to the T800 in many ways, as it is basically the same style hyper-alloy combat chassis with a few modifications. As well as the endoskeleton looking very much like that of a T800, the T850 is also capable of utilising, turning to Alan Bennett, of utilising the same models of living tissue sheath. Ooh.
Sheath.
I didn't ever think of sheath when you think of condom.
No.
A rubber sheath.
A prophylactic.
Yeah, a rubber Johnny. The T850 is capable of utilising the same models of living tissue sheath for the T800, such as the Model 101. The skin peels away more easily and is more regenerative. It has more of a durable endoskeleton and is more resistant to plasma weaponry. So essentially you can shoot futuristic weapons at this version of Arnold and he'll heal quicker and he won't be as badly damaged. Whereas a plasma gun to a regular T800, you could probably like kill it and shoot it to pieces. Like they do in the future section of Terminator 2 in that kind of cold open before the credits. So it also possesses subroutines on basic human psychology and behavior in its programming. In addition, the T850 is capable of lying. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
And the T850 is slightly stronger and faster than its predecessor.
I was say fatter. It's stronger and fatter.
The skin on the T850, Ellie, is flesh. It's more easily removed, it says in this next section, than the T800, making internal repairs easier, whereas the skin on the T800 must be sliced open and to access that cranial CPU that we saw in Terminator 2. The T850 possesses an easy access system for maintenance. A release point is located underneath...
maintenance, that's what they all say.
The release point is located underneath the skin on the right side of its neck, which it then presses and causes the unit's head to roll back slackly onto its right cheek. From there, seams that follow the unit's hairline from the base of the neck behind its ear and its temples can be accessed and the skin parted and easily peel back to reveal the metal skull.
That sounds like some form of like newfangled cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, sounds like...
Have you ever seen people when they get stuff done in their like face?
To get to the access point.
And you see them, they peel the face forward and they put a blade inside and you can literally see it.
And they scrape the forehead off the thing.
Oh my god, it's fascinating. What do you reckon the smell would be like?
Of someone's peeled forehead. I don't know. Like, what is it, bologna and stuff that you like? The damaged skin and flesh of the T850, they're also able to partially reform over its endoskeleton, aiding future infiltration. So if his body gets torn apart, it will heal.
Well, that's kind of like what they did in Genesis, isn't it? When the Terminator kind of falls into that.
He sends them into the future, I think of 1997. He gets sent to 2017 and he waits for them. That's why he's got the grey wig on when they arrive.
Yeah.
And his arm's grown back. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
How do we feel about the fact that she's kind of part liquid metal and she's also kind of...
I think it's shit.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the shape of her hands. They look more kind of...
frail.
Alien-like.
Yeah. It's like a palm with just fingers stuck on it.
I absolutely love this song.
Push it to the limit. Limit! Past the point of no return. Don't know the words.
And we've also jumped the gun.
That's right.
Such a good track. I love it.
Well, speaking of pushing it to the limit, Ellie, the T850, once again, let's talk about resilience. It's equipped to take on any resistance defenses or be reprogrammed resistance control battle units. What does that mean? Who the fuck knows? The T850 has been built to withstand heavy punishment. As well as its increased armor and strength, the T850 is outfitted with a series of action network circuits fired by its CPU when it's in a combat situation. These act basically like the electric equivalent of adrenaline, supercharging systems and getting it pumped for the fight. This is a fundamental in the T850's ability to take on a later Terminator series. So the Arnold of Terminator 2 would be well out of his depth fighting this kind of like German actress in an S&M outfit. I don't believe that, quite frankly. Jonathan Mostow, director of Terminator 3. The endoskeleton of the T850 is a 200 kilogram endoskeleton, and it's been upgraded from the T800. throughout, although these are not necessarily visible from the outside. The main modification to the T-850 is its increased titanium alloy armor, hardening it to plasma weapons. Tougher and more resilient than the... They're saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Fuck this page.
So they're basically saying that there's more to the inside than there is on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about the power cell, but it hasn't happened yet. But basically, it's got a power cell in its chest, which lasts longer than the T-800.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Question. Why is it that whenever a Terminator gets sent back... Well, actually, no. Whenever there's two Terminators, why are they both different models? Why would they never send back the same model for the same... Surely it'd be a fairer fight?
Well, would you want it to be a fair fight?
No, but if you think about it from the side of good...
Yeah.
Would they not just get a Terminator that was on par strength-wise and...
Strength-wise.
Sex-wise. Yeah, would they not try and send back an equivalent?
Well, the story of Terminator 2, the original idea that Cameron had, or Arnold I think had, was send back two Terminators and they both were the same model. So Arnold would have been up against himself. So
Wasn't that in the first movie?
No.
Because I swear in the first movie, originally, James Cameron wanted to send back two Terminators, but they didn't have the technology at the time to make the second Terminator liquid metal, and then that's when he then decided to do a second movie. I swear we read that.
I think he says that. I don't think that's true. I think it's a bit like George Lucas when he talks about when he wrote the prequels, they had it all preset and stuff. I don't think that's really the case. I think Cameron kind of retrofitted that in his mind, maybe. I don't think he would have had that like really cool idea. What was I going to say? No, in Terminator 2, Arnold wanted two Terminators, and he wanted to play both Terminators.
Oh.
But then Cameron thought liquid metal, and I can go back to that Lance Henriksen type idea of like a skinny-looking cop guy who doesn't look like a physical match for Arnold, but he's actually more advanced and can kick the shit out of him, which is what happens in the film.
Which is why I guess they then decided to then go even further. Instead of having a skinny male, they just went for a woman.
I think it would have been a better idea to have him up against himself. That would have been a better spin.
Well, then they do in Genesis, don't they?
Do they?
Oh, yeah, at the very beginning. It's him up against the original Terminator. That they take the original scene.
But it's... Yeah. One thing I didn't like about that, though, was the fact, like, when they actually clash, it's like a superhero battle.
Exactly.
And the floor cracks.
It was almost like the Hulk or something.
Yeah, and I think if they hit each other that hard, the flesh would just fly off them, because that's not tough. We're now playing Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, the amazing soundtrack to Top Gun, which carried the film into popular culture.
So good.
And the biggest hit of that year, 1986.
Also, when we see... So the TX has been thrown into the...
You've actually gone past your time remit on this, so you need to go back again, by the way. I think. Oh, no, I tell a lie.
I'm at the very beginning.
John picks the lock on the cage. That's fine. That's within the character.
What did he pick it with? His fingernails?
I don't know. I can't really see it because the screen's so dark, but I would have said he took his belt off and used his belt buckle.
There we go, bright.
But no, I don't like the skeleton with the liquid metal over it. It just seems like a silly defeatist thing to do. Oh, to answer your question about the Terminator and Terminator 2, the Terminator T-1000 is a prototype in Terminator 2.
Excuse you.
So it's not a mass-produced object.
Oh,
so they send the prototype T-1000 into the future. They grab what they can out of the cold storage, which is the T-800, and send him back. In Terminator Genesis, they're actually manufacturing loads of T-1000s, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then Arnie becomes one. Oh, God.
So badly.
And if you have been away for so long, Spalding, maybe missed it, Terminator Genesis 2 or Terminator 6 has been taken off the slate of movies to be made by Skydance and Paramount Pictures.
It's going to be pulped.
Arnold's convinced it's still going ahead, so we'll see. But
well, Arnold,
do you want to see another one, Ellie?
I'd probably watch it. I probably would.
Did you like Genesis, though?
I kind of did. It's better than any of these ones. It's better than 3 and 4.
You haven't watched it since the cinema, though, have you?
No, I've seen it twice, actually. I saw it at my mum and dad's.
How?
DVD.
Oh, they bought it?
Yeah.
Say done. Done. You have been. So there we go.
And I feel like we're paying homage to the other two movies in this particular scene.
An homage, sir. What's that? A tribute, sir. That's my Ben Affleck from Pearl Harbor.
I hate Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck's great.
He's shit.
You need to watch Chasing Amy. You need to watch Armageddon.
I never liked Dogma either.
You know, in Armageddon, they gave Jerry Bruckheimer and Michael Bay made Ben Affleck wear like these fake, amazing, like perfect American teeth over his regular teeth.
No? Why?
Because they wanted to have this like giant. If you do a Jerry Bruckheimer film, Top Gun, The Rock, anything, you have to like look. If you look at any actor in a Jerry Bruckheimer production, it's the healthiest and most vibrant they've ever looked. 'Cause they've got all the tan on and they like spray glycerin on the skin. So they've got this like lovely shine to their skin, and they've all got like perfect American teeth. Ben Affleck sadly was a bit more gummy than he is teethy, and they made him put in these like false dentures over his regular teeth, so he had this like beautiful Hollywood smile.
Gummy. But yeah, I feel like they're paying homage to both the movies in this particular part of the movie where you see the Terminator walking through the burning building. It's almost like when he first walks through the police station in the first film.
Right.
Because it's all kind of misty, there's fire everywhere, he's got his shotgun. But then again, it's almost like the second movie.
Well, it's like it's almost like he's walking through the police station in the first one.
But then also, I feel like because he then walks towards John Connor and it all goes slow-mo, it's almost like when Sarah Connor's in the mental institute. Ethan is air guitaring to save his life.
Survivor, man. Burning Heart. Rocky IV, come on.
Oh, I'm a big fan. It's almost like when there's that sequence where you're not quite sure if it's real or not, and the Terminator first steps out of the lift, and everything goes slow-mo.
Two worlds collide, revelations.
Just like that.
It's a spirited path.
It's very kind of Frank Stallone, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, Frank Stallone does some of the Rocky tunes, doesn't he?
He
Take
doesn't
you
do
back.
this one,
Do 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 do. Take you back. That's Frank
keep
Stallone.
going.
That's all it is.
I know.
I think those are the only two lyrics in that. Take you back, take you back. And it's just been going boop, 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 with the background. A little bit like that dude from Battle of the Planets, the 80s cartoon, who didn't really speak. The first week of photography, Ellie,
Yes.
was the scene where the Terminator crashes the truck into the TX in the exterior of the veterinary clinic. Did you know that?
No.
Now you do. The last day of photography was the scene where the TX appears through the time portal. So when she steps out of the, she appears in the ladies' haberdashery window. Love that word, haberdashery. It's absolutely meaningless, but it's something to do with clothes. That's what I know.
Swashbuckling.
Swashbuckling and haberdashery.
Yeah.
Swashbuckling haberdashery.
Yay!
There we go. Show title. White people high five. Don't try it.
You're way more white than I am. Your face.
How dare you? I've got the swarthy good looks of a Middle Eastern man.
You've got the ass of Shaniqua, yeah.
When the Terminator promises to let Kate go, she tells John Connor. In the novelization, he wasn't really lying. He promised he'd let her go at a later time. But in the Terminator wiki, it says he lied, or he can lie.
I lied.
Now, here's another bit of Kate Brewster casting. We had the Terminatrix casting. We had China, the WWF wrestler. We had Carrie-Anne Moss. We had your favourite, Jerry Wine, 7 of 9.
Wine.
Jerry Wine. Yeah, not her. She was all constantly drunk on set. She got fired. An actress called Sophia Bush was cast. I knew you'd like that one.
Vagina and Bush. Get along like a house on fire. Show me a picture of this woman.
Sophia Bush.
Is she hot? What's she been in?
Sophia Bush. Well, I'll tell you in a second. I'm just going to get her. Michael. Sorry, bear with us. The internet has gone really slow again. There's Sophia Bush. She was going to be Kate Brewster.
She looks a bit like a porn star.
She's been in One Tree Hill, the American remake. Well, it's an American film anyway. The remake of The Hitcher from 2007 with Sean Bean in the Rutger Hauer role. Not quite as good. Type
in Bobby Starr and tell me she doesn't look just like her.
Chicago PD. Right, the reason why she was fired from the set, basically, she was deemed by director Jonathan Mostow after reviewing the initial dailies. So they're actually start shooting by now. Dailies when you're actually filming and they're looking back at what you've shot for the day. Jonathan Mostow looked upon those dailies, Ellie, and went, Sophia Bush looks way too young to play John Connor's love interest. And he replaced her with Claire Danes.
What do you think?
At the last minute. Well, I suppose... What is wrong with my lisping today? I guess Claire Danes is the better, more accomplished actress. And I guess she's got more, like, authority, maybe, for the character. And who knows, if you go 13 years back and we look at Sophia Bush, the link is actually in the show notes, kids. She was born in 1982, so if we go back again, she was 21 at the time.
Oh, wow.
So maybe she just looked too young. Maybe she just didn't carry that authoritarian.
And I'm sorry.
kind of
I'm sure you've told me. How old is John in this part of the timeline now? 23.
Well, in the Terminator lore, John Connor is meant to be 23.
Okay.
I tell a lie. In this film, John Connor's meant to be 23.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Because the Terminator came 10 years ago when I was 13.
Yeah.
The mistake they made is Edward Furlong, the actor, was 13 when he made Terminator 2.
The character was 10.
The character's meant to be 10. So in this, he should have said, he came in, I was 10. And this, he's meant to be 20 in this. But they cut that up and actually have him as 23 years old. So they saw dailies. They sacked her, basically. Fired her, American listeners.
Just to confirm, her contract has been terminated.
So Danes started filming immediately and basically learned about her character on the job. Danes later said this may have helped her performance as Kate Brewster's character, as she was similarly thrust into a strange new reality with no warning.
I was literally about to say that's probably worked in her favour. It's probably why she's so convincing. And you just answered that in the same fucking sentence.
Well, Arnold gave Claire Danes relationship advice during the making of the film. He saved her from staying in an unwise friendship, basically, as Claire didn't know. Basically, Arnie gave her relationship advice and said, "Stay away from this guy. Come on, Claire." Why are you calling away my character name, Arnold? Because it's part of the movie. I'm trying to keep you in character. Stay away from this guy. But little did Claire Danes obviously know that he was having sex with his nanny, producing a Mexican Conan-looking son. So she couldn't tell him not to live in glass houses while throwing stones.
Yeah, but you would as well.
Yeah.
You'd be fucking all the help.
Well, as Bill Burr said, Arnold Schwarzenegger's got nothing but net for the last 30 years. Why wouldn't he think he couldn't fuck the nanny?
I know!
This guy should be unloading trucks in Transylvania. He gets famous for lifting weights. I lift weights? No one gives a shit.
No one gives a shit.
When he says he's going to be a movie star,
amazing.
There's no fucking way he can't even speak English. He fucking does
it. He said, "You never marry a Kennedy." Bang! He fucking does it. Did you ever put that link on the page?
No. What I did is a few episodes back, but I'll re-put it on.
So good.
A cock up, Ellie, for this section.
Cock up.
When the Terminator crashes the truck into the TX and the vet clinic, its final rest position, how much inside the wall, changes at least twice.
Oh.
So the distance between the hood or bonnet of the truck being stuck in the wall changes from shot to shot. You're rubbish, Jonathan Mostow. Only kidding, give me a job.
Right, let's unpause this section. So he goes, John Connor. It goes all slow-mo, and all of a sudden he realises he's looking into the face of the man that will either make or break him. Do you reckon at this point he realises he's good?
What?
Do you reckon he's on his side at this point?
Who's on the inside?
And also, do you reckon John Connor realises that Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-101 is a good Terminator? Do you reckon he realises that at this point?
What, the John Connor does?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I'd imagine so, and that's why this brand Terminator was sent back again, so John would have that familiarity. So I guess, in a sense, he's seeing an old friend or like an uncle or somebody he recognises basically as a force for good.
Okay.
So yeah, I think so.
Also, this is the first time we see a Terminator. Obviously, in Terminator 2, we see the T-1000's arm turn into a blade.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we've ever seen it kind of turn into an actual...
Well, it looks like a little spaceship, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. This bit's kind of cool, actually. I quite like this bit.
What, the magic arm of justice?
Yeah. It kind of makes me think, what's that movie where the chick loses her leg and she fixes a gun to it? What's that?
She's got a gun in her leg. That's RoboCop.
No. There's a movie. I can't remember what it's called. It's not that old. And there's a chick in it. It's all like superheroes. It's all kind of fictional.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. And she gets she loses her leg and she ends up getting like a gun attached to it, and she's riding around on a motorbike, shooting people willy-nilly with her thighs. Although that just reminds me of that video we saw on the Knut Cave with the Mario music. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. And Ethan's just shaking his head at me.
I kind of know what you mean, but
There's the truth and the truth.
The truth.
those two gay men, and one's hoisted up with his knees akimbo, and the other guy's he's got a stub for a leg and he's putting it in his bum.
Oh, the amputee porn.
Yeah,
I remember now. Yeah.
How could you forget? He's just prodding him.
Oh, it is Mario music, isn't it?
It is Mario.
Right, viewers, have you got anything more to listen to? Or Ellie, have you got anything more to say?
No, we've done 35 minutes.
We have, to make up for the 25 we did in the last one.
It's not about quality. It's not about quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality.
And I've had both. And with that, thank you all for listening, viewers. Hearts on fire. Don't forget to check the show notes and do your homework.
Yes.
And we shall return with episode 15.
Yeah, minutes 26 to... No.
28 to 30.
28 to 30.
I've been Ethan McKinley.
I've been Ellie Fitzgerald.
And this is the T3
3-2-T.
Hit the music. No. We'll be back tomorrow.
Take your hands off your balls.
Hasta la vista.
Bye.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I have big square